So these are just my random thoughts. I just felt like making a video, and I didn't have any particular topic that I want to talk about, but I just thought, let me just talk about anything. I got my hair done. I think that's probably one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to make a video, because I wanted to actually have something documenting when I got my hair done, because this is so rare. I've got a silk press, and it just doesn't hit the way it used to. I don't know if it's my hair is thinning or just the techniques nowadays. Hold on one second. Okay, I wanted to change the lighting a little bit, but yeah, just doesn't, I haven't had like a silk press that I really have liked in a long time. This one girl did it a couple years ago and it was really good, but my hair, I don't know, I guess maybe it's thinning as I get older, and I don't know. And that leads me into one thing that I have been thinking about, which is getting older. Oh my goodness. It's kind of tough. Like, I get now why a lot of people get those procedures where it helps you to look more young. Like, I never understood that for some reason when I was younger. I never understood why people got Botox in their forehead. Like, it's okay for your head to have wrinkles. Like, why is this bad? Like, for you I don't get that. I don't understand why people think it's a bad thing to have wrinkles if you grimace or whatever. Like, that's unattractive, like, to have, I don't know. But so I didn't understand that, and all the things that people do. And a lot of the times it's people that already look really great, and then they do all these extra things, and I just never understood it. But now as I get older, and I just feel like my youth, I'm just like, please don't leave me. I don't know. I always felt like that was the one thing that I had, was being young. And now that that's slipping, it feels as if it's slipping away. I'm just, man, it's a hard pill to swallow. It really is. I signed up to go get a facial to help my skin. My skin has been acting up. So I'm going to get a facial later this week. And I've steered clear of a lot of those things. I think number one, just because I didn't have any money to do it, and it just wasn't on my mind. Like, growing up, I didn't focus a lot on looks. I didn't focus a lot on like improving myself and looking the best that I possibly could. I don't know, I just didn't focus a lot on that, and I think that did hurt me. Especially in the dating world. I didn't understand that that was so important to, attracting a mate. That's something that, men really, really, really care about. I didn't understand that, and so I just didn't pay much attention to that. But looking nice takes practice. It takes a lot of attention and energy and money, and a lot of these girls out here that look really nice, they've been practicing. They put time into it, they focus on it, and I just was not focusing on that. And so I think it hurt me. I do think that it hurt me. And now that I'm getting older, now I'm like, oh my goodness. And please don't put in the comments, I don't want to hear any like pity party comments. Oh, you don't have to do anything. And please don't say poor Rebecca. Please don't say that. I feel like I've been hearing that my whole life. Poor Rebecca. Oh, like, please don't feel sorry for me, because I know I'm not the only person that feels this way. Like, I guess everybody else is walking around with supreme confidence. I'm just voicing how I've been feeling lately, and getting older for some reason has been on my mind, and just feeling like, man, what am I gonna do as I get older? And should I be trying to improve on myself, and just thinking that maybe I should try a little bit harder. But you know, I hadn't been doing anything. I hadn't been getting my hair done. I hadn't been putting on makeup. Hadn't been doing anything that really enhanced myself. And so when you see yourself like that over and over again, you start to just think that you're losing it or whatever. But then I reminded myself, like, I used to like spruce myself up a little bit more, and I just haven't been doing that because I've just been in the house and wearing masks and things of that nature, so you don't feel the need to put on makeup or do anything like that. So so yeah, I went and got my hair done. I tried. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not that happy with the results. This is why a lot of women, I understand, wear wigs, and because it's like your real hair, it's so finicky. My hair is very thin, and it just does whatever it wants to do, and it's hard to really get it to look the way you want it to look. It's just like that full voluminous look, and my hair just so I want to get braids, and now I have to like wrap it up. I can't get it wet. I have to be so careful with it, and I hate it. I hate how you have to be so gentle with your hair. It's like, it's so finicky. Any little thing, any little bit of water, one little water drop will just mess up the whole style. Like, this part is already frizzing. I'm over it. I'm over this hair. It's so fragile. It's so fragile. I wish I could have got some curls. Like, I didn't get no curls. They don't put curls in your hair now when you get your hair done. I'm gonna stick with braids. I want to cut all of my hair off. I'm tired of this. I want to cut all of my hair off. My cousin has been telling me to do that for a long time. I think I want to do it, but I don't know how that's gonna look. Then am I gonna look, I don't know how that's gonna look. I can hear somebody's TV or something, and it's kind of irking me. I am not saying anything. Okay, what else? I've kind of adjusted to living here. It's been okay. It's loud, like I hear a lot of noise from outside, but I'm getting used to it. It's kind of hard to get around. There's traffic, you know, just going to the grocery store, traffic. Why do people do this? Why do people live in the city? Like, why? I don't know why I did this. I think it was to try to be around more people, and the other night I went out to take my trash out, and I could hear on my floor a lot of people were having, it sounded like people were having parties, and I could hear music and people talking, and I was like, can I come in? I want to come in, please. But, you know, can't do that. You can't just crash people's parties. It's just me trying to get used to my new apartment, feeling older, and trying to realizing that I need to try to look nicer, even though it does kind of feel a little futile, like a little like useless. Like, what's the point, you know? And I realized, I had an epiphany of why I have had difficulty in my life, like making friends and like connecting with people in a friendship way. I realized, like, when I went to get my hair done, I realized that I was so scared when I got my hair done, because I was thinking about other things, and I was so scared to like say the wrong thing to the hairstylist who was doing my hair, because I just had met her for the first time, and I was so locked up and I was so uncomfortable that I just ended up not really saying much of anything. And I've gotten my whole life, oh, you're so quiet, you're so quiet, you're quiet, 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 quiet. That's a, you know, can you describe Rebecca? Oh, she's quiet. Like, I've gotten that my entire life, and it really annoys me, honestly, because how can that be a personality characteristic? You're quiet. That's not a personality trait. That's just, that's a volume level, you know? But because if I described you as loud, then you would be offended, right? If somebody said, like, describe what's her name, oh, she's loud, she's pretty loud, you know, you would be offended. But I really wasn't talking, and the hairstylist was really nice. She was very personable, but I just was so scared to say the wrong thing, because I feel like in the past I've said things that have led to negative outcomes where people got upset or they got offended, or it triggered something in them that I didn't anticipate it would trigger. And so I think that's led me to be very tense and uncomfortable when I'm meeting new people, because I don't know what their triggers are. I don't know if they're going to react negatively to what I'm saying. And so then I try to limit what I'm saying, and I only say things that I think over and go and think about all the outcomes of what they will say or what they might interpret me as saying, and I try to say the most safest, politically correct thing possible, or I just don't say anything at all. But I think that comes off as boring. It comes off as you're just not trying, like you're not interested. It comes off as probably weird to some people. And so then they end up having a negative view of you because they feel like you're not engaging with them. And I totally get it now. Like, I didn't get it until that day for some reason. Like, I totally get it now. I totally get it. And I wouldn't like that type of person either. If I'm trying to engage with somebody and they're just like this and they're not saying anything back, and they're saying very little, and they just seem to be in their own world, it makes it seem like they're not interested. They're not really the type of person that you would want to be around or hang around or spend more time with. So I get it. So, but it's just hard to change that and just to all of a sudden tell yourself to relax and just to have a good time, and it's gonna be okay. Like, it's hard to get out of that way of behaving without, like, you know, retraining your brain and all of that. So even with making these videos, like, I'm thinking through every little thing that I'm saying, and hoping that I don't say anything that makes me look bad or that offends anybody that's watching this, or yeah. So I think that's what has hurt me in my quest to make friends, you know, build relationships with people. A lot of the people, well, some of the people that I have been friends with, they usually have the big personalities and they're more outgoing, and so then they look past, I guess, me being a little bit more reserved, and they just like having, I guess, somebody who laughs at their jokes, you know. So they're okay with me being a little bit more quiet because they have all the personality. Yeah, but that's been very few and far between for me, honestly. Yeah, and it's definitely hurt me in dating too, because you know, if you're, you know, tense on top of not really looking my best, and then also being kind of like tense and like not really saying much, that's not gonna lead to you getting many dates. If you're not looking your best and you don't really show much personality, yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense. It's all making sense. But yeah, I'm just not really sure how to change that, because it's like my body just goes into autopilot. It just does that automatically, and I don't know how to fix that. So and it doesn't affect my job, because my job is my job. I'm trained, I do what I'm trained to do, and that's that. Like, I'm not making friends with the people that I'm seeing. I'm evaluating them, I'm trying to help them. It's all about them, it's not about me at all. So yeah, but I feel it would make even my career better if I was able to be more comfortable with who I am. It would, I'm sure it would. So that's something I guess I do need to work on. Somebody else had asked me about, do I still have these struggles with making friends? And I think that's your answer. So yeah, I'm guess I'll just, you know, again, pray about it, pray that God will help me, and then, you know, try to do my part and try to improve in those areas. But yeah, so that's my update, I guess. And this is just me, I guess, just talking about things that I'm going through currently, and just random thoughts. I don't know why I'm making this video, and yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.